Hi, I'm Melissa with Serenity on Fire. Do you ever feel invisible or intentionally try to stay in the shadows unnoticed? Worried that if people see you, the real you, you might figure out what's going on inside? Or worse, they might see who you really are and what you. We all have experiences in life that shape us, feed our energy, and help paint a picture of who we think we are. Often because of the way they see us, not really because of who we really are. So we learn to stay in the shadows. Morning, Carrie. And keeping a part of ourselves just out of view, like as a means of protection or self-preservation. And it starts to become second nature. We resolve to believe that it's just who we will always be. And it feels safer. Hi, Paula. Less messy and definitely less vulnerable. So we choose to stick with it. I have felt that way for a long time, probably longer than I care to admit. And I felt like I needed to stay in the shadows, at least keep a part of myself hidden from the rest of the world, because I didn't want people to see what I thought I saw every time I passed in the mirror. Hi, Paula. The shame, guilt, fear, disappointment, sadness, loneliness. You know, I felt sometimes like no one could possibly understand what it was like to be me, or all the things I've experienced. Drop me a heart or thumbs up if you've ever felt like that, feeling a little invisible and even vulnerable to share who you really are. So at some point, I got tired of being in my shadow, feeling unfulfilled and incomplete. My whole being was screaming. It really wanted to be set free, to be seen, to be heard, to be acknowledged. But I'd been invisible for so long. I had no idea how to become visible, how to allow myself to leave that safety net, right? And so I had no idea anything that's been going on inside my heart, my mind, and turn it around, turn it around so that it was positive and I could use it in a way that could push me forward. Really turn all of that, everything I've experienced, into my strengths. I had no idea I'd been hiding in the shadows for so long, feeling invisible. But with the help of some amazing support and accountability partners, with people that really held space for me, showed up for me, and allowed me to go on this journey and discover for myself just who I really am. They allowed me to figure out how to leave my shadow. And when I did, I was able to step into my most spirited self. I really became my most spirited warrior. And I could never look back. Once I became visible, once I figured out that I am worthy and full of value and to be loved and deserving, and that I don't have to live in the shadows even because of life experiences. I can use them to be something positive. They don't have to be negative. They don't have to keep me down, keep me small, or keep me hidden. So I was able to really just, with the help of these amazing people, learn to step out of my shadow and into my most spirited self. And I'll tell you, now that I have, I'm never going back. It was hard work. It was digging deep, but it was so worth it. And I can't imagine ever living in my shadow again. But I'm still working on being visible, especially in a big way, like showing up here, making these videos for you and being vulnerable, sharing this part of myself with you. It's still a little scary. And sometimes I feel like I want to step back into the shadow just a bit because that feels safe. But I'm here to do something bigger and greater. And so I'm here to be visible. And because of all the amazing people that help me step from my shadows and into my visibility, I'm here to support you and to be your accountability partner so that you too can step into your most spirited warrior and be super visible and not live within your own shadows. So, because I believe in walking my talk, and I've never asked anyone to do anything that I wouldn't do myself, I decided to get out of my own comfort zone. And I did something that made me pretty uncomfortable, and it really challenged me. But I felt like it was important. Over the past 11 days, I've participated in a live video challenge hosted by the Queen of Visibility, Juliet Stapleton herself. It was so transformational, and I'm so glad that I chose to get uncomfortable, to challenge myself to becoming more visible. The challenge really helped me, and it pushed me to grow. It prompts me every day to be accountable. And so I was able to complete live videos in a safe group where I could be me, be real, and really step from behind my shadows. But man, it was scary. I mean, it really challenged me to grow and to get super comfortable with my uncomfortableness. But I did. And when I stepped out from behind my shadows and became my spirited self, it was amazing. The transformation, absolutely freeing. And I'm so thankful to Juliet and all of her wisdom for challenging me, for pushing me to grow and to become and to do these videos. Now, I also learned some technical behind the scenes tips and strategies about making these videos. So when I show up visible for you, I kind of know what I'm doing. But what I learned over the past few days, and what I learned most, and it's what I wanted to share with you, that's most important, is that becoming visible is so possible. To be seen and to be heard and to be supported, to overcome all the beliefs, the feelings and emotions that keep us in our shadows, so possible to overcome, so possible to do. It is completely possible for you, just as it is for me, to step out of our shadow and become visible, to be seen, to be heard, and to feel confident about that, where there's no judgment, there's no fear. It's just knowing that people are going to love you and support you and want to see you for you and who you really are. And who you really are isn't even what you're telling yourself. It's not the story that you tell yourself about what you think other people think. And quite frankly, they don't matter. Who matters is you, is me, and what I believe about myself, what you think of yourself. And so this challenge, this opportunity for me to grow and get uncomfortable so that I can be more visible, because I want to show up here for you and be big and visible so that I can help you also learn to step out of your shadow, harness your spirited warrior self so that you can be and do all the amazing things that you are put here to do, and be your most magnetic self, because you are worthy, you are loved, and you are so supported on this journey. And I just wanted to share that with you. My gratitude for Juliet and her 11-day challenge to get more visible, so impactful and a game changer for me. The opportunity to come on this video and share with you how important and how transformational it was for me. It's really vulnerable for me, but I feel like that's super important also, because I want to put myself out there for you. I want to show you, not just talk about it, I want to show you how possible it is to step from behind the shadows and get visible, and that it's okay. And that even if it's a little scary, and I still have fear, but I don't let that hold me back. And instead, I'm choosing to use my fear to motivate me, to push me forward, to step into a light, because I deserve, I'm worthy, and I love myself, and I want to share that with you and the world. And so I just wanted to drop in this morning and share a little bit of that with you and say thank you for allowing me to be here and for supporting me as I step out of my shadows and into my spirited self. If anything I've said today has sparked an interest in you, has encouraged you and inspired you in any way, like I said, drop me a heart or a thumbs up and let me know that you heard me, that I've been seen. And if you want more information, follow me at Serenity on Fire. Follow me on my page. We'll get more tips and strategies and learn more about how I can support you. And I would love to have that opportunity. So have an amazing day. And if you get the chance to even slightly, even a little bit uncomfortable, but do step just slightly out of your shadow and own the beautiful and amazing person that you are. I wish you all the best and hope that you'll do that. And I'll see you again soon. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. Have a fantastic day.